So let's say you've got an aspiring basketball athlete who is unsure where to get started. Today I'm going to give you 5 simple steps that are going to help you get better at basketball. If you or your athlete is someone who is struggling to get started, they have all the willpower, but they don't have a program. Maybe you don't work with a trainer or you don't have a coach and you're unsure what to do in your spare time and how to get better at this game right here. I'm gonna give you 5 simple steps that are gonna help you see progression right away. First, it's gonna give you a program that you can do every single day so that you can begin to see progress. And as you see progress, you're going to want to put more and more into this game. But to get started, to grow your game, it doesn't take a whole lot. Today, I'm gonna break it down, make it simple, where you have a formula that you can do every single day. Now, every day is the key, because just like showing up for work or kids showing up for school, in order to improve, consistency is your one major key. We're gonna break this down and make this so simple. In just 45 minutes, 5 days a week, we're going to transform your game in less than 100 days. The very first thing I want you to do every single day is 10 minutes of cardio. And I'm not just talking about any cardio. I'm talking about a very specific cardio. This is cardio that involves strength training. Why is this important? Ultimately, we play basketball with our bodies. And the better athlete you are, the better basketball player you are. Think about any great basketball athlete who maybe was a great shooter or a great ball handler, but they just weren't the best athlete that they could be. They were held back by their slow feet or large waistline or lack of quick twitch muscles. We can overcome a lot of that simply by training for it and preparing for it every single day. Now, obviously, 10 to 15 minutes isn't a huge deal, but added up over time, you are gonna see tremendous gains. Once 10 minutes per day becomes easy for you, you can then start to progress to weightlifting, speed training, and more in-depth cardio. But for now, just 10 minutes of body weight cardio that involves strength is going to be enough to transform your game and help you get good at basketball. I'm gonna give you 5 different cardio strength training options so you can switch it up every single day. Our first cardio exercise is gonna be jump rope. Jump rope is great for keeping you on your toes, strengthening your feet, calves, and footwork. It's also a great core and cardio exercise and will get you in shape. The second cardio strength workout I have for you are burpees. Burpees are the ultimate full body weight workout. From the plyometric from the jump, the upper body training with the push-up, the lower body training with the squat, the core training going from the ground to standing. All of this will transform your body. And if you're able to do 10 minutes per day, you're gonna be in fantastic shape when it comes to playing basketball. Now, our next cardio workout is gonna be high knees. High knees are incredibly tough, yet incredibly great at getting us in shape. The core is involved, the glutes are involved, which is gonna help with your explosiveness and ability to go by defenders or the ability to defend quicker players. High knees involve timing and coordination of our entire body, and obviously they're a running movement. So high knees are incredible in every single way. Our fourth cardio movement is gonna be power jumps. This is simply getting down in a low squat and exploding up, landing low, and doing it again. These are incredible for your explosiveness, core strength, lower body strength. Our last cardio workout is gonna be defensive slides. And this is simply getting in a low stance and working on sliding back and forth. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you go, as long as you can stay in that stance, you're gonna get incredible burn in your glutes, hamstrings, calf, and even in your feet. And it's gonna make you quicker, and it's gonna build up resilience in your legs so that you can withstand the rigors of a basketball game. So you may be wondering, how do I set these workouts up? It's simple. Put 10 minutes on the clock and do the workout for as long as you can. If you need to take breaks, that's not a problem. You may even take stretch breaks in between. You may take 30 seconds to a minute off if you need to. But over time, you're going to begin to get more and more reps within that 10 minutes. Structure it however you like. Set it up in a way that makes sense given your area and what you have available to you. But put 10 minutes on the clock and get to work. Now, after you get done with your cardio training, this is when we're going to involve the basketball. I always start out with ball handling because it's essential to timing the ball with our footwork, which is key when we're shooting or doing anything with the basketball. You're going to start off with 10 minutes of ball handling. Why? Because if you want to be a player, you need to be able to take this ball anywhere on the court that you need to go. In order to do that, we have to become really adept ball handlers. Check out my video called The One Drill You Need in Order to Improve Your Ball Handling. This is the only drill you will need to get started. If you can put 10 minutes on the clock and work on rigorous ball handling every day, you're going to get better at basketball in no time. Now, the third thing we're going to need to do is shoot the basketball. This is one of the most critical factors and actually one of the most simple skills you can learn as a basketball player is simply shooting the ball. There are tons of videos you can watch to help you put together some shooting drills. But even just stationary shooting, where you come from one spot and make a certain number, or you come from one spot, make a dribble move, and then make a certain number, all of those types of drills are going to be helpful to you. You'll eventually progress to being able to run and shoot off the catch or shoot off of different angles. The main thing is that you're just shooting every single day, 15 minutes. And I guarantee after 100 days, you will begin to level up and practice different types of shooting at that time. The fourth thing we need to do is what I call creative training. Creative training is simply where we're involving our imagination. Every single player falls in love with this game for a specific reason. Maybe it's the Kyrie handles, maybe it's the Steph Curry shooting, maybe it's the ability to defend and disrupt. I don't know what it is for you or your athlete, but for 5 minutes of your training time every day, get creative. Do something that engages them, that they want to do specifically. It could be 5 minutes of one-on-one moves. It could be 5 minutes of half-court shooting. People used to think Steph Curry was crazy when he used to practice half-court shooting. But now look at guys like Peyton Pritchard and women like Caitlin Clark, and now the deep three-point shot is a part of our game. What I'm saying is whatever they feel most called to do for 5 minutes, allow your athlete to do it. It may be getting in some extra wind sprints because they feel like their cardio isn't up to par, but for 5 minutes, you're gonna switch it up and put in some creative training so that your workouts don't get boring and your kid stays engaged. Now, the last thing you need to do to get better at basketball, and this is something you won't hear a lot of trainers saying, but you actually need to spend 5 minutes watching basketball. Yeah, that's right. Hop on YouTube, look up a game, or sit on your couch in front of your TV and turn on a game. Watch just 5 minutes of game flow, and you can learn so much. The nuances of the game, the pick and roll, the screens, the offenses, how to defend, what separates certain players apart from others. All of these things can be gleaned from simply watching. When we think about apprentices who became masters at any craft back in the olden days, they did so by sitting under a master and watching day after day, month after month, year after year. Too many athletes are missing this step nowadays. They just go out and overtrain and overplay, but they never actually watch the game being played. If you want to get good at basketball, watching the game will engage your brain in a way that will produce quantum leaps in your skill level. So whether it's watching an old game, a replay, you can look up guys like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, or great WNBA players, great college players, even going to watch high school games. But you have to develop the ability to essentially watch film, because that's what it is. You're learning by watching. So let's recap our 5 steps. Number 1 is strength training cardio for 10 minutes a day. Number 2 is 10 minutes of ball handling. This could be off the move, stationary, any type of ball handling. Number 3 is 15 minutes of stationary shooting. Number 4 is 5 minutes of creative training. And number 5 is another 5 minutes of watching basketball. This is just 45 minutes a day. If you commit to this over the course of 100 days, 5 days a week for 3 months, I guarantee you, you will change your game and get incredible results. Now, if you're someone who's looking to fix your shot, check out my video on the #1 solution that will incredibly change your shot today. Thanks for watching.